Mr. Fan, we're running out of food. We've captured 200,000 soldiers, but it looks like it's not a good thing.
What did General Xiang Yu say?
General Xiang Yu left the camp last night. We don't know where he is.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
Well, I only found out just now.
General, every time you fight the enemy, I am filled with anxiety, fearful that something will happen to
you. I'm sorry. I don't want to taint you with these bloodstains.
I don't mind.
General, we need to discuss something important.
Head back first. I'll be there soon. Sworn Father, why are you so flustered? General.
Where did you go last night?
On patrol with some of our men. We found a few Qin soldiers and killed them.
You need not do these little things yourself. An army can't be without its commander-in-chief.
All right. I'm back now, aren't I? Here, have a seat. Sit. Heavens, none of you would give me even a moment to rest.
By rest, are you referring to that woman?
Sworn Father, why do you ask me this?
General, if you want to do great things, distance yourself from that woman.
Is this what you needed to discuss with me?
No. Chang Han is just biding his time, while our supplies are running low.
That's quite a problem. How can we find enough food for hundreds of thousands of hostages?
It is also one of my concerns. If we don't feed them, they will riot. If we give them weapons and order them to fight Chang Han, it's very likely that they turn against us and point their spears in our direction. A large group of hostages like this should be placed in the rear of our march, but that would affect our speed. How will we attack, march towards, and besiege GU1 like that? There's many of them. There's a possibility they'll attack us from behind.
What if we kill them?
We can't kill them. Right now, Chang Han's best option is to surrender. And that would be ideal for us. If you kill the hostages now, you'd be boosting their morale. And they'd fight to the bitter end instead of surrendering.
We can't pick up the pace of our march while dragging them around. With this situation, it's starting to feel as if our victory at Julu has only become a burden. General, we've fought many wars in the outpost. The men have gotten used to battling. And we all knew, whether the fight was big or small, you would be at the very front, leading us forward. Our men have always been inspired. We've shown astounding fighting spirit, just like we did in the Battle of Julu. But I think things are beginning to change. We have no more time to waste.
We've won almost every battle. While Chang Han's men have retreated to Jiyuan, we've dealt them a great blow and reduced their numbers. Recently, he hasn't made any moves, and his reputation's been adversely affected. However, keep in mind that the main force of the Qin army is still strong. It's as if between them and us lies the Chang River. Both sides are at an impasse, waiting.
The winter season is over. Warmth is returning to the earth, but the situation remains the same. In the Central Plains, people have already lost all hope in Qin. Zhang Han has been isolated, but he's still well fortified and strong enough to hold us off. He's truly a great general. And Liu Peng? Where is he now?
You've underestimated General Liu before. But now, as we speak, he's nearing Guangdong. Based on the reports, he's already reached Wuquan.
I'm worried about King Huai's promise. That he would declare king, whoever takes Shenyang first. But Zhang Han has tied us to the plains and we can't go faster. We're at a disadvantage. It's like we're caught between a rock and a hard place.
General, Chen Yu of Zhao seeks an audience.
We've won the war in Zhulu. There are no more obstacles on the road to Shenyang. So, if you insist on having a final battle with Shang Han's army, I'm afraid you'd just be wasting time and energy. It wouldn't do you any good.
What are you trying to say?
Those wars are fought to benefit ourselves. At this moment, Liu Peng is leading his men towards Shenyang. General, King Huai will be the first to make Shenyang a king. And I assume you wouldn't want someone else to be the king. We should persuade Chang Han to surrender.
Persuade? You want me to get him to surrender? I haven't beaten him yet. Is this the only reason you came here? I have other work to do. Sworn Father,
Yes,
please attend to our guest.
I'll take care of him. Please sit.
Thank you, Mr. Fan.
Please continue.
The general's almost invincible, but he knows Chang Han's strong. He insists on fighting it out so that he could save face. Chang Han is not easy to defeat. If we make him surrender without spilling a drop of our soldiers' blood, it definitely wouldn't look glorious at all. But Mr. Fan, I think you know it would be best if there's a way to end the war quickly and preserve our strength. I don't understand why we should reject it.
Zhang Han is formidable and fiercely loyal to the Empire. With the strength of arms, he has a chance of winning. So why would he surrender?
Of course, a loyal general would never submit to the enemy. But the Qin Imperial Court has become thoroughly corrupt. They're executing even their most loyal officials. Even the most stubborn person would be swayed at this point. Let me try to persuade Chang Han. We can't afford any delays. Mr. Fan. I am Chen Yu.
Chen Yu? Did Xiang Yu send you here?
He didn't. I came here of my own accord. However, before coming here, I did see General Xiang Yu.
I see. Have a seat.
Thank you, General. You are a world-famous general. If I may, I'd like to ask you a question. How do you think you compare to other famous Qin generals like Bai Qi and Mang Qin?
I'm nowhere near them.
Bai Qi was a genius. His victories were brilliant. It's a shame that he was driven out of Shenyang and later committed suicide. As for General Mang Qin, his achievements are unparalleled. But Cao Cao framed him and had him killed. Why do such sordid things always happen in Qin? They say in Qin, people have to keep their head down, because if they achieve too much, they wouldn't get rewarded. Instead, the Qin royal court would look for an excuse to kill them. It seems to be a tradition in Qin. General, as a Qin citizen, you should know all this much better than I do. At present, you're the only general left who is protecting Qin. But the number of rebel armies keeps growing every day, and you won't be getting reinforcements. If this continues, you can't escape defeat. What I don't understand is, General, you've been fighting so hard during this war, but what for? Is it for that traitorous Cao Cao? You are an honorable man, General. How can you allow your legacy to be tainted by the likes of him? Huh?
Then in your opinion, what should I do?
Gather your forces and attack Shenyang. You can join the other rebel armies in conquering Qin and later become a noble. If you stay on Qin's side, the rebel leaders would insist you be executed in public. General, these are the choices before you. That's what I came to say. Please, think it over.
Chen Yu. How blasphemous. Since I consider you an envoy, I won't kill you. Leave now.
As you wish, I'll take my leave. General, take care.
Sebastian, you seem to have something to say.
I think what he said is right. General, whether you win or lose this war, you will end up getting killed.
Sebastian, at my core, I'm just a soldier. What gives me the most happiness is fighting on the battlefield. Why should I stubbornly hold on to life?
You are the head of an army. Your men's lives are in your hands. If you decide to join Xiang Yu's army, our soldiers will still follow you, just like they always have. But generals like Bai Chi and Meng Chen were able to inspire loyalty and devotion from all their soldiers. You are that kind of general as well.
So what you want to say is that even if I surrender to the enemy, as long as my soldiers still support me, I would still be remembered as a great general. Is that right?
There should be a purpose in fighting. What is ours? The best thing to do is to end this war and bring our men back, alive to their families. That's the most important thing. With this, you'll be able to save the lives of tens of thousands. Please don't insist on having your way. General, I've met Xiang Yu and his family before. That time, I was a prison official in Yuyang. Zhang Liang had killed someone and came to me. He was an honorable man, so I let him go. If you have no objections, I can secretly send out an envoy to negotiate with Xiang Yu.
My whole life, what I've yearned for the most is to fight to the death with the most formidable enemy. This time, on this battlefield, the enemy I face is the only one in the world who could give me what I've longed for. I thank the heavens for bestowing me with this blessing. I would be honored to defeat this enemy, or, if not, to have him defeat me.
Sima Xin sent an envoy, but Zhang Han didn't. I didn't want to negotiate with Sima Xin, so I sent General Pu south of Jiang River to attack Chang Han soldiers there.
So that's what happened. But why didn't you tell our men to attack from upstream Wan Shui River? That way we'll easily be able to crush Chang Han's main forces.
My orders. Attack on all fronts.
Understood!
No, wait. This is a mistake. Chang Han is like a cornered beast. We will lose with a frontal attack. We should go for his flank. His flank!
Sworn father. Fighting so shamefully is not my style. I must attack him head-on and destroy his line of defense.
How dare that Cao Cao kill our emperor! I'm going to the palace to personally kill that traitor!
Not necessary. His messenger's here.
What? His messenger's here?
He's probably afraid we'll find out what he did and take action. He has summoned us to Shenyang.
The messenger?
I killed him. General, Qin is on the verge of collapse. His Majesty put too much trust in Cao Cao, and that's why all these things are happening now. Actually, everything was inevitable.
What now? What now? What are we supposed to do?
We have no other choice. No one will come to our aid. We have to surrender to the Chu army.
What did you say? Surrender to the Chu? Did you forget? I was the one who killed Zhang Liang. If I surrendered to them, will Xiang Yu even spare my life?
Then will Cao Cao spare your life? So what if you lead your men back to Shenyang and kill Cao Cao? What good will that do? The Qin Empire will perish in a matter of days. General, you've done your duty. What's going to happen next is completely out of our power to decide.
Just as you have said. If I win this war, I die. If I lose this war, I still die. I may have won the last battle, but I still have to surrender to the enemy. Is there anything more ridiculous than that? Could you bring me some wine? Could you bring me some wine? Lord Sima Xin, today you and I will have a drink to victory. Let's drink while we can. I'm afraid that after we surrender, the only wine we'll drink will be the bitter kind.
Sir. Oh, you may leave now.
Understood. Sworn father, did something happen?
Has Chang Han's envoy arrived?
What? He won a small victory. Does he mean to insult me?
Not at all. He wants to surrender.
But why?
He heard that Cao Cao had Hu Hai killed. Cao Cao's afraid Chang Han and Sima Shen would make him pay, so he summoned them back to Shenyang. Qin is finished. It's pointless to continue serving and protecting Qin. I think Chang Han understands this. That's why he's surrendering.
I won't accept this.
And why not?
Chang Han only has one way out, and that's to die by my sword.
Have you gone mad? He's trying to surrender and you want to kill him? You should know, even a dead centipede does not stop wriggling. If we kill him, his legacy could hurt us. He's an opponent who deserves our respect. Even now, he is still able to strike us with a hard blow. Yesterday's battle is proof of his strength.
We can't fight him again. I will face him on the battlefield. If I can't defeat him, how can I accept his surrender? Such a victory makes me feel disgusted.
Don't forget, General, that we are fighting to conquer the world. This is not personal. Chang Han is up against the wall. He doesn't fear death. If you fight him, how sure are you that you will win? What's more, this desperate man still has 200,000 soldiers. Even if you were lucky enough to defeat him in battle, how many of your men will have to die for that victory? Who will have to die? Me? Chongli Mei? Chibu? Longju? I do believe if Zhang Liang were here, he wouldn't let you fight. Think about it, General.
Are those elm trees on top of that hill?
I have to say, General, you're an extraordinary man. At a time like this, instead of the war, you're more concerned about elm trees. We're about to formally surrender to the Chu. It seems they chose this place to humiliate us, so Mother Nature could bear witness to it. While we were walking, I was worried that you might be too sad to even make it here. Looking at you now, obviously you don't seem to be very happy, but you do seem relaxed.
Sebastian, let me tell you a story. Years ago, when General Meng Qin was still active, before he was framed and killed by Cao Cao, he drove the Xiongnu to the desert north of the Great Wall. And to prevent the Xiongnu from suddenly coming south, he decided to plant elm trees north of the Great Wall. When the trees grew, it formed a wide forest belt. It became a natural barrier that effectively held back the Xiongnu to the North Desert. That's why, the moment I saw those elm trees, my thoughts went to General Meng Tian.
So that's what you were thinking. But things have already come to this point. Even if General Meng Chen were alive, he wouldn't be able to save Qin. Is that General Chang Han?
If I were him, I'd rather die.
I am Zhang Han. Greetings, General Xiang Yu.
General, You need not bow. Please rise. Have a seat.
Thank you, General.
General, what's wrong?
I was thinking how nobody in the royal court shows respect to subordinates like you just did. It's unheard of. The Emperor's never shown gratitude to his ministers. And as for the ministers, they are always scheming against each other. You and I have been mortal enemies throughout the war. It's beyond my expectations that a victorious general would be kind enough to show a surrendering general so much respect today. I don't know how to explain it. I can't find the words to express how I feel. Right now, I just want to have a good cry.
At one time, you have given us a lot of trouble. I considered you my greatest adversary. I know you're a man of strategy, and that you're courageous. So I've held you in the highest regard. In the past, we were enemies. But now, you are one of us.
Thank you, General. From now on, I, Zhang Han, will hear and obey your every command.
No. You won't have to. You won't be my general. I've given this much thought and discussed it with Sworn Father. He agrees with me. It is our hope that you'll accept a kinghood. From this moment on, you'll be the King of Yang.
I am greatly honored, but I can't accept.
I'm only King Huai's Commander-in-Chief. I have no power to appoint you, but I'll recommend you to him. I believe he'll agree with me. King of Yang, let us join hands to overthrow the Qin. As you are a king, you could stay in my camp. As for leading your 200,000 men, you can just leave that to Shimashin.
Understood.
He's been pretending to be crazy for so many years. It's clear that Ying is even more cunning than Hu Hai.
We're lucky. He still has a little power.
Who will dare go against me? Nobody can become the Emperor without my permission.
Greetings, Chancellor!
Ministers, Emperor Hu Hai has passed away. He has committed suicide. It was heaven's will. I merely acted in accordance to heaven's will and helped it bring him to justice. And since I had the tyrannical Hu Hai put to death on behalf of the Empire, it's my duty to appoint a new emperor. Qin was originally just a kingdom. King Ying conquered all 6 kingdoms and declared himself as emperor. But now, the other kingdoms have been restored, and Qin only has its original lands left. It can't be considered an empire anymore. So, I hereby declare Qin as a kingdom. The emperor shall now be known as King of Qin. I think Prince Qi Ying won't be suitable. What do you think? Is he a good choice?
You are wise, Chancellor.
You are wise, Chancellor. Huai was a tyrant. He had no principles. He should be buried as a commoner, not as an emperor. His final resting place should be in Qiyun Garden, and not the Qin Mausoleum.
You are wise, Chancellor. Huai certainly doesn't deserve an emperor's burial.
All right. Then it's the decision of the ministers, together with the imperial clan, to declare Prince Qi Ying as the sovereign of the Kingdom of Qin. Give him the imperial seal. Let him know as soon as possible. After he has fasted for 5 days, we will hold the ceremony for his ascension. If there are no objections, you may all leave now, huh?
I heard Zhang Han surrendered to Chu. Now their army is in high spirits and nearing Hanggu Pass. What's more, Liu Peng's men have already reached Wuquan. I'm afraid that Shen Yang is in grave danger. All of Qin's in shock, officials and commoners alike. Qin has never experienced this big a crisis in 600 years.
Everything that you're saying, you're not saying it was because of me that Qin has become this weak, right?
I'm saying you have to think of something. The Qin Empire is on the verge of collapse. And now that Huai's dead, what should we do?
What should we do? I don't know what we should do.
But you've always been resourceful. None of us can find a way to escape. So we're all looking to you. Surely you have an idea.
Oh, Xiang Yu's men are closing in from the east. Liu Peng's from the south. I'm afraid Shen Yang will inevitably fall.
Then, do you mean that we are just going to wait here and do nothing?
If we resist any further, our enemies will hate me even more. Oh, tell me something. This man they call Liu Peng, is he clever? What kind of man is he?
Well...
Stay where you are! Don't move! Step back!
Let us leave.
What's going on?
I'm not sure.
Why did they suddenly close the gate?
I just know the garrison got back last night. And not only this, the other 3 gates are also closed.
Then Mr. Zhang Liang was right. He said there must have been changes in Qin's internal affairs. We shouldn't stay here any longer. Let's go back to the tavern.
Understood!
My lord, I don't know why you've captured me.
So where are you from?
I'm a merchant from Dongyang. I came to sell medicinal herbs.
Oh. How has your business been doing?
War is everywhere. Honestly, I've made some money. However, lately it's become increasingly difficult to acquire herbs, except for common ones like licorice and kudzu vine root.
So that's your story. I wonder if the Lord of Pei's army is in need of medicine.
Huh? I don't understand what you're talking about.
In the Lord of Pei's camp, the man responsible for supplies is called Xiao He. Am I right? And you, Luan, are one of the men who run errands for Liu Pang. You don't sell medicinal herbs. Yang Le, did I get it right?
You are correct, Chancellor.
You've certainly come a long way, Luan. I'm sorry I wasn't able to welcome you. I hope that you'll forgive me.
You're too kind.
You know, everyone says that I am a cruel and ruthless official. An inhuman monster. Actually, what I hate the most is fighting and killing. You believe me? Huh?
Does your Chancellor intend to kill me?
I don't know.
Then will he release me?
Our Chancellor only said to make you feel at ease here. I'm sorry, I can't answer any more questions.
Just kill me and get it over with! What's with these antics? He's not an honorable man!
Oh, that was wonderful. People are saying that all of Liu Pang's men are valiant. And today, I'm thoroughly convinced.
Either you kill me, or let me go free. Why am I here anyway?
You're here because I'd like to know something. Does the Lord of Pei know that the rebel forces have successfully formed an alliance? And now, they're coming to destroy Qin and take over all its lands.
I'll tell you something else first. You can take my life as you wish. But in the span of 2 months, Qin will be attacked from every direction. You are finished!
Those are my thoughts exactly. That's why I think it would be best if we have a little chat, huh?
What makes you think that I'd want to speak with you?
I'm not planning on speaking with you. I would like to make a deal with the Lord of Pei.
All right. What do you have in mind?
It seems Wu Guan is empty. We were unable to see any Qin banner anywhere.
Huo